Hey, warriors. So, I want to clear something up. There's a lot of confusion right now. Everyone is trying to feel the same ascension symptoms as the next person. They're comparing, you know, physical sensations, emotional waves, energetic shifts, sleep patterns, nervous system reactions, all those things. And if they're not experiencing the same things, they start thinking that they're doing something wrong. Okay? Because number one, there's a lot of, let me put it to you this way. We're all going through a lot. Okay? We're all feeling a lot of things. Some of us are feeling more than others. Some of us are feeling less than others. I think there's a lot of people out there that are, and like I said, we're all feeling a lot. There's a lot of new things happening to each one of us. I think there's a lot of people out there that are churching their symptoms up a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Trying to make people, trying to give themselves a bit of a, you know what I'm talking about. You see them just like I do. I know you do. Okay, the thing is though, is that Ascension symptoms, they're not universal. Okay? They're individualized. And each of us is carrying a different soul signature. Your soul signature is your energetic blueprint. Your tone, your rhythm, your frequency expression. No two signatures are identical. Okay? No two awakening processes unfold the same way. Symptoms don't appear randomly. They arise based on what your system is recalibrating. For some, it's emotional clearing. For others, it's nervous system regulation. Your body and consciousness release and upgrade, okay, according to your history, your lineage, your nervous system capacity, your life path, your energetic sensitivity. I could go on all fucking day because they're all different and there is a ton of them. So comparison, all it does, it distorts understanding. Okay? Because some people feel head pressure, ringing ears, third eye activation. Others feel hip and leg sensitivities, grounding heaviness, lower body activation, ancestral clearing. And then there's others that feel other shit, emotional purging, grief waves. I mean, it goes on and on. Oh my gosh. Some people are feeling rage release. Heart expansion. No, but none of these are higher or lower. Okay? They're specific to the architecture being recalibrated. Okay? Here's where people are getting thrown off. They hear someone describe their symptoms, and this video that I'm doing is making me feel like a fucking child even having to do it. Okay? But they're hearing, someone describe their symptoms. And they start scanning themselves, if you will, for the same fucking ones. And if they don't find them, they assume they're behind. Awakening isn't a group test. Yeah, I know we're all in this together, but it's not. There's no standardized checklist, right? You're not trying to match symptoms, guys. You're stabilizing your own fucking frequency. And we're all different. I mean, think of it like instruments, okay? A violin and a drum, will say. They can play the same song, right? But but the vibration, I guess, movement moves through, much differently. You understand? Different physical and emotional expressions. Your system translates frequency through your unique tone. I guess my point is this, and like I said, it's fucking getting so stupid that people even have to deal with this shit. Symptoms don't indicate advancement, if you will. What they're indicating is adjustment. And since we're all different, I mean, the more recalibration required in different areas, the more sensitive you may feel there. Someone with fewer symptoms, okay? They're not less awake or less ascended, if you will. They simply have less, put it this way, they simply have less resistance in that layer. So if you're having less symptoms, it just seems like to me, maybe you are, less reactive, less resistant. So, I mean, I would call that a, good thing. But, instead of asking, am I feeling what they're feeling? Why don't you... Okay, so the better question is, what is my system showing right now? Your sensations, dude, they're your instructions. Not fucking comparisons, is my point. They're guiding you toward your specific integration points. And you know what I'm saying? So if your awakening doesn't look like someone else's who's spilling their... Because you know what? Why are we even talking about this? Yeah, I understand that sometimes it can help each other to talk about these things, but it also causes separation. You know what I mean? That's why I don't talk too much about my personal life, because what's it going to do? I get on here and I put information out and try to help. That's what we all need to be doing right now, is helping each other. Like I said, if your symptoms don't match somebody else's, it's just because you're calibrated differently. You carry your own tone, your own rhythm, your own, soul signature. And Ascension doesn't standardize people. It individualizes them even more. So I don't get. I just don't get it. I don't know. Evolution isn't about us becoming the same. It's about each frequency stabilizing its own authentic expression. Or am I fucking stupid? That's my opinion anyway. I love you.